Hey guys, so today we're making some shrimp and grits. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So we're going to start by seasoning our shrimp. I am using some Old Bay. This is the blackened Old Bay seasoning. I do prefer the original, but this one is good too. I'm going to add in some onion powder and then some garlic powder. You can use whatever seasonings you want. Just make sure your food is not bland. We don't want no bland food, y'all. Next, we're going to saute our shrimp. I'm just using some olive oil. And you just want to get those nice and brown on each side. And so if you've been following my channel for the past year, you know that shrimp and grits is one of the first videos I made. It's probably like the first 5 videos that I made. And this is the remake of that video. I boiled some water and I added in my grits. We're going to cook the grits nice and slow. And so while the grits cook, I am sauteing some onions and some bell pepper. And I'm just seasoning that with some garlic salt and some black pepper. Again, you can use whatever seasonings you want. Just make sure you season every layer of your food. And so we're just going to cook these vegetables until they are nice and tender. So now I'm going to add in a few tablespoons of butter because we're going to make the gravy for our shrimp and grits. And then I'm adding in some all-purpose flour. I will be sure to add the ingredients to the description box below. And now I'm just adding in a 14.5-ounce can of chicken broth. It is low sodium chicken broth, so make sure you season your food to your taste. We want to season every layer of our food. I promise you, I don't want to eat your food if your food is bland, y'all. And so you're just going to let that come to a boil and again, season to your taste. I did end up having to add a cornstarch slurry to make my gravy thicken up. And so I used a tablespoon of cornstarch and then 2 tablespoons of water. And then I let that boil until it got nice and thick. And now we're going to go back to our grits. And so they are nice and creamy. I'm just adding in some butter and some seasonings, some black pepper, some Old Bay, garlic salt, whatever seasonings you want. And so I know these are 5-minute grits, but I cooked these for like 30 minutes or so. They were on low. I cooked them on low. And so now I'm adding in a little bit of heavy cream, or you can use milk if you have that. And you're just going to whisk that together. My stove is still on low at this point. And I'm adding in more seasoning because I tasted it and I felt like it needed some more seasoning. And then I'm going to add in some cheese. I am using 4-state cheddar cheese. You can just use strictly cheddar cheese or whatever cheese you want. You can add in some Parmesan or whatever your favorite cheese is. You just add that in here and whisk it up. And so your grits should look nice and creamy just like this. Or you can use polenta if you fancy, but I ain't that fancy. So after you cook your grits, it's really assembling the dish. And so I'm adding in my shrimp to the gravy. I wish I had more shrimp, but this worked out perfectly. And so I'm just mixing that up and letting the shrimp, warm up a little bit. Don't overcook your shrimp. And then I'm just going to plate this up in a bowl. I'm going to put my grits down first, and then I'm going to add this delicious gravy on top, and that is it. I am going to garnish it with some green onions. You can serve this for breakfast, for brunch, for lunch, for dinner. You can eat this any time of the day, guys. This is really delicious. Some nice soul food, comfort food. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.